Welcome back to the Talking Hedge. I'm Josh Kincaid, and this is your Cannabis Business Podcast. Today, we are here live at the World Trade Center. We're going to be talking about everything that is terpenes. We are here with some awesome guests, and so let's just kind of get right into the bios here. First off is David Heldreth with True Terpene. Next up is Dr. Alison Draisin. She's representing Terpestival and CASP. And remotely, we have Kayla Hall with Cannabinder.
And also remotely is Hunter Holliman with Forefront Ventures.
And then we have Nicole Wicker of Altopa. Nicole is the CEO and founder of Altopa, maker of the Oblend. And we are at the World Trade Center. It's a little shout out to them. The World Trade Center grows trade and investment by providing direct access to the largest business network in the world with 300 offices in 99 countries. The World Trade Center Tacoma is the lone trade service for the Pacific Northwest. Their seminars, award ceremonies, and conferences can generate contacts and contracts. Trade research can clarify opportunities, and their matchmaking can turn those opportunities into trade. Personally, I get peace of mind with international purchase orders from bank guarantees and international letters of credit. I also like the e-commerce export store, which is partnered with Alibaba. It's translated to 18 languages and gives you an opportunity to put your products online and get them overseas to hard-to-reach places like Asia. So a follow-up, Alison, terpenes are hydrocarbons similar to solvents like butane and propane in concentrate. So does this create a dichotomy when discussing solvent-free extract options like rosin?
Only if the terpene is being used as a solvent. There's people that use limonene as a solvent, like I was just explaining, but it shouldn't impact rosin. Rosin is probably, in my opinion, the least harmful concentrate because it's pretty much just heat and pressure as opposed to adding in other either solvents. I mean, people consider water a solvent. So, I mean, like it's where is your line? But I think heat and pressure in a rosin is extremely safe, as would be using water for a solventless extraction or solvent-free. Not saying let's differentiate between solventless and like a distillate. Oftentimes, distillate is labeled as solvent-free or solventless. That look on some packages. But it is not. It has had many solvents. It just happens. I don't even know why they call it solvent-free.
Is it because it's not detected?
Maybe it's because it's not detected, but it's.
I guess that's solvent-free, like you said, versus solventless.
Solvent-free versus solventless. I mean, but the true non-solvents is going to be your bubble hashes and your rosins.
And is there a definition of solvent?
Well, I mean, you have terpenes that are a solvent.
What's the definition?
Well, like you said, water. I mean, and so like.
And water is a solvent. I mean, it's something that is used to separate or extract molecules from other plants or other molecules. That's my non-scientific definition.
I'm a big proponent of the move back towards broad spectrum, whole spectrum, getting away from isolates and vape pens and such. Again, just trying to engage the endocannabinoid system and really, get the chemotypical profile that's expressed in the plant carried all the way through to an extract or a concentrate. I think that's really important. Those ratios, I think the plant expresses itself very well. I mean, there's a lot of people now introducing fake terpenes or even botanical terpenes to some concentrates, non-cannabis terpenes. And I'll speak to that in one of the questions later as well. I do see a strong movement towards mechanical separation, solventless extraction methods. It's just like in the wine industry. You can go out and get $2 chuck, which will, I guess, relate to like distillate. People buy $2 chuck by the case. Some people want to go out and get a Bordeaux that actually has terroir behind it and deep complexity, and that's how I compare kind of some of the solventless rosin 6-star stuff to like the distillate or some of the mass BHO pulls that are being done.
So I want to thank everybody for being here today, and appreciate you being on the podcast, The Talking Hedge. I'd like to thank my guest, Nicole. She's with the Oblend, or Altopa, maker of the Oblend. I'd like to thank Alison. She's representing CASP and the Terpestival. I want to thank David. He is here with True Terpenes.
I also want to thank my guest, Hunter Holliman with Forefront Ventures.
And Kayla is here representing the Cannastamp and Cannabinder.
Thanks, Josh.
And we're going to wrap this up. I'm Josh Kincaid. This is a Talking Hedge, your cannabis business podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, or don't. And I'm out.